boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. 2018 WWE Royal Rumble. We made history with the Royal Rumble. We had the first ever women's Royal Rumble match. Some of these matches were okay. Based on what happened at TakeOver, these matches didn't even come close. We had three pre-show matches. We had the 6-man cruiserweight tag. We had Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lindsay Dorada versus TJP, Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. I missed the first pre-show match. The team of Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lindsay Dorada got the win. Next pre-show match, we had The Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, versus The Revival. It was a pre-show match. Dash Wilder getting the pin on Carl Anderson. I give it 2.5. It was just a match. The next match, we had a United States title in an open challenge by champion Bobby Roode. Yeah, Mojo Rawley accepted the open challenge. Bobby Roode retained his title. I gave it 2 stars. It was really nothing. The first match on the card was the WWE title in a 2-on-1 handicap match. We had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens teaming up versus the phenomenal AJ Styles, the current WWE champion. This match was actually pretty good. As good as AJ Styles is, you can put him with anybody with talent such as Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and it will look really good. It became more of a triple threat match at times where Zayn and Owens both got involved and they had to tag it in and out, but AJ was being AJ. I thought in my preview I'd said there'd be some shenanigans going on. There really wasn't. No Daniel Bryan, no Shane. They let this match just legit go. The phenomenal AJ Styles was able to retain his title, straight, clean victory. So I look at some type of dissension down the line possibly with this. But as we'll see later in the show, we know what AJ will be doing at WrestleMania 34. I gave this match a 3 3/4 star rating. I thought it was good. It was 16 minutes long. It was a nice opening match. Now I was expecting a Rumble match. Nope. We get the SmackDown tag titles in a 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, no problem. We had Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin teaming up versus the Usos. Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. Since the Usos turned heel, I've really been liking them a lot. 2 out of 3 falls. So you're okay. This match could take a little bit of time, Typically, 2 out of 3 falls, you get a fall, the other team gets a fall, then you have the deciding fall. The first fall took 14 minutes, which was incredible. That 14-minute match was just unbelievable. Jey Uso got a quick pin on Chad Gable. Okay, not a big deal here. This is cool. More than likely, Gable and Benjamin will get the next fall, and we'll move it on. 2 minutes later, Jey Uso pins up Benjamin. The Usos, 2 straight falls. What was the point doing a 2 out of 3 falls match? I'm like, what? It was good. As athletic as Shelton Benjamin and Gable are, and the Usos are. There was just your typical spots you would expect. Nothing that, oh my God, I've never seen that in professional wrestling before. It wasn't like that. It was good. I give it 3 1/4 star. 16-minute, 2 out of 3 falls match with 2 falls. Made no sense at all. But the Usos retaining their SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Next, we have a 30-man over-the-top Battle Royal. Yes. We have the men's Battle Royal in the middle of the card. At 7 o'clock, we get the men's Battle Royal. Okay. Not going to run down all 30 participants. Just knock out a couple big things. Rusev and Finn Balor started. Then really the only surprises was Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT champion, came out 7th. He lasted a little while. He was eliminated he was the 18th eliminated. So he was in the Rumble for quite a bit. Had quite a good showing. Ty Dillinger was number 10. Was attacked backstage by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And Sami Zayn actually took his spot and came out and got in the ring. He actually lasted until... Where was he at? Oh, he was the 5th eliminated. So he didn't last that long, which you thought he would. And playing that up, he really did nothing with that angle. Kofi did his typical Kofi kind of thing. He got eliminated. Fell on Xavier Woods after Xavier got eliminated. Xavier was eliminated at 7. Big E was eliminated at 8. Well, they just got eliminated. Kofi goes over the top rope, lands on Xavier, and had one foot on the floor, the rest of him on Xavier. They moved the pan of pancakes over, so Kofi's foot is on the plate of pancakes. They put Kofi back in the ring and gets eliminated a few people later. So it's like he did this crazy spot where he falls on Xavier Woods and pancakes and still gets eliminated a little bit later. Really the next huge name was we had the Hurricane coming. The Hurricane returned at 21. Didn't last very long. It's kind of like what? Adam Cole, baby, came in at 23. That was cool. Rey Mysterio returned at 27. Dolph Ziggler was number 30, but yet they didn't do much with it. Dolph was like the 24th out, so I was like, why have him return at number 30 after leaving up the U.S. title and then do nothing with it? The final 4 was Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. And the crowd lost their shit over Balor and Nakamura and could give 2 shits about John Cena and Roman Reigns. And at one point, I think they were chanting "You both suck" when John Cena and Roman Reigns were doing something. Came down to the winner at number 14, Shinsuke Nakamura. I was pleased with the outcome of the match. Predictable. I did mention it in the preview that Shinsuke Roman Reigns was one of two of the possibilities of winning it. Overall, it was good. Could they have done more with it? Yeah, they could have. But, there was all that anticipation that what if a Kenny Omega would come in. But when you put it at 7 o'clock, you kind of knew there was nothing big going to happen. It was just going to follow what current WWE stuff is following. And they asked Shinsuke, after he won, who he wanted to face. The phenomenal AJ Styles. Okay, I'm fine with going to WrestleMania 34 and seeing Shinsuke Nakamura versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. I mean, it happened at Wrestle Kingdom. It's going to happen at WrestleMania. I mean, okay. Next match on the cards. I gave it a 4-star. It was one of the better overall Rumbles. It had excitement. It had a couple spots, but you were anticipating something big. You had Andre Cien Almas. You had Adam Cole, baby. So you had that part of it, but you had a couple veteran returns in the Hurricane and Rey Mysterio. But you didn't have a bunch of like honky tonk and all that, and you didn't have no big, oh my god, this guy's here. Alright, next match, we had the Raw Tag Titles on the line. We had champion Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. This match was just off from the beginning. Jason Jordan, I guess, is injured, so he didn't have a major part in this. Seth Rollins took the brunt of everything. At one point, Jason Jordan was laying on the outside with the medics attending to him. Not sure what his injuries are. When he was able to get back in the ring, he was climbed up on the ringside, tagged himself in, looked like he was concussed, and was sitting on, like, I can't do this, and tags himself out. So I don't know for sure what was going on there. Due to all that, the Bar was able to once again regain the Raw Tag Team Championships, their fourth reign. I gave it 3-star. I mean, it was worth watching, but it was kind of weird how the whole Jason Jordan thing was going down. Cesaro ended up pinning Seth Rollins for the victory. And next we had the Universal title on the line. We had champion Brock Lesnar versus Kane versus Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, they're making him look so strong at times, but they're not finishing it up with a victory, with a title, with anything. You had Strowman just straight up pick Lesnar up and put him through a table. Lesnar in the F5ing Braun through the announce table. Through the other announce table on him. And then Braun Strowman was able to just push his way out. You had Braun Strowman just freaking deadlift Brock Lesnar and suplexed him. But yet, you have Lesnar pin Kane to retain the title. Is Braun your next guy, you think? You have so much talent on these two rosters. And this is your universal. You have Brock Lesnar basically keep the title for a year. More than likely, they'll have Elimination Chamber match for the title, Elimination Chamber match. Actually, I can't imagine it. I bet they'll have a number one contender match, Elimination Chamber, and then a women's Elimination Chamber. Yeah, but what I mean, you kind of already. We'll go over the main event, and then we'll discuss the women's possible Elimination Chamber. So Brock Lesnar retained it. I gave it 2.5. It was 11 minutes long. And then the main event was the first ever women's Royal Rumble match. I mean, I'm fine with the idea. I'm fine with most of the women in here. You had you had more almost veterans. You did young coming up. You had 4. You had 9 Hall of Famers or previous WWE women. The first 2 women in a Royal Rumble match was Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, which was awesome. Then your next one was Sarah Logan. Your first ever elimination in a women's Royal Rumble match was Mandy Rose. She was eliminated by first of the, we'll call them veterans, that returned for this match. Lita gets the first ever elimination. That's pretty cool. I mean, if you ever looked at the men's Royal Rumble history, you know Jake Roberts got the first elimination on Butch Reed. Bret Hart was one of the first persons in the first ever Rumble. So, I mean, you made history here. The women to return, our veterans come in. We had Lita, we had Tori Wilson, Molly Holly, Michelle McCool, Vicky Guerrero, Kelly, Jacqueline, the Gamazon, Beth Phoenix, and then Trish Stratus, which was good to see all these, women who kind of laid the groundwork for the women's revolution. There's a lot of talent there, Lita, Trish, Beth. You had Trish and Mickey working together, and you kind of had some of the old school stuff and whatnot. Some of the surprise entrants. We had Kairi Sane, the Mae Young Classic winner. She was out there for a little while. You had Ember Moon, coming up from NXT, the NXT Women's Champion. Still looked injured. You had both Bella twins return, Nikki and Brie. Nikki got the whole yes chant going, which was kind of neat. Overall, it was great. It was watchable. There was no real huge moment, surprise, it was okay. We had Naomi pulling the Kofi card, I would say, where she got eliminated. She fell on someone, got to the ringside area, the barrier, walked along the barrier to the announce table, got on a chair. Didn't quite do Kofi's pole vault with the chair, but got on her feet were on the chair, and her hands went over the steps, and gets back in the ring. Pulled the Kofi spot. It was kind of like, well, you kind of knew it was going to take an athletic female to do a spot like that, and they pulled it off of Naomi. Shortly after that, she got eliminated. It's like, what? The final four came down to Asuka, Sasha Banks, Brie Bella, and Nikki Bella. So you're looking at this going, okay, Sasha started it. She can go, 1 to 30 just like Shawn did. Is she going to be able to win this from number 1 like Chris Benoit did? She gets eliminated, so you get the Bella Twins and Asuka. Asuka was my pick, was the favorite going in. You're like, okay, either Bella, I could see this. Naomi, Brie was on the outside. Nikki ended up eliminating Brie, which was kind of funny. And then you had Asuka and Nikki. You're like, oh, how's this going to work? Is Nikki going to be like, well, John, you couldn't win your Rumble, so I'm going to win this one. No, they ended up following kind of what they were set out to do. Asuka ends up winning, which was kind of neat to see. I call it in the prediction. Okay, I'm good with that. Who are we going to get? We had Stephanie at ringside. We had the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss. We had the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte, both at ringside. They both come in the ring, and Asuka's stayed in between them, trying to figure out who she's going to pick. As I'm going to WrestleMania, I kind of wanted to see Asuka and Charlotte. So we're like, okay, what's going to happen here? Nothing big has happened. We had a WWE return / debut. We had Ronda Rousey debut in WWE. She comes out with her Hot Ronda shirt. It was kind of like Hot Rod, kind of looked like a Roddy Piper kind of deal, because her nickname is Rowdy. So she's a big Roddy Piper fan. So she comes out and gets in the ring, doesn't say anything to anybody, just looks at everyone. Kind of shit on Asuka winning the Rumble. And just points at the WrestleMania sign, pointed at Charlotte, pointed at the WrestleMania sign, got out of the ring, walked over, shook the hand of Stephanie McMahon, and left. What does this mean? Well, what did you just tell us? You didn't tell us anything. What does this mean? What is this? So we don't know what that is. We'll find out on Monday Night Raw tonight. Right before that, she went to shake Asuka's hand, and Asuka didn't shake her hand. So we made history. We had the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match, which actually looked legit. Didn't like it main event, but I guess with Ronda Rousey being there, it had to be main event. Asuka winning. We'll find out what Asuka's going to do. More than likely, I'm going to say we will have Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey, or some version of that at WrestleMania. Elimination Chamber is next. We should have a Women's Elimination Chamber match, which probably more than, unless they flip that title, I don't know who better to face Asuka. Maybe Bayley? Sasha. We've seen that NXT so much, though. Unless Ronda Rousey wins the Raw Women's title in an Elimination Chamber match. And then still you're going to do a rematch of, you're going to do Alexa Bliss and Rousey, and then, a lot to happen. I think Chamber will make a lot of sense after, hopefully, more than likely, we'll have a #1 contender match for the Universal title, which Roman Reigns will probably win. SmackDown's next show is Fastlane, early March. Nothing big will happen there. We'll still just have the road to WrestleMania. We get the road to TakeOver, that 5-star match that happened at TakeOver, in my book. We had Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano. We have a lot to build to with Gargano and Ciampa. We have a lot to build to with what Aleister Black does, what Adam Cole does. I think WWE should be watchable on this road to WrestleMania. But we'll see. I'll have the road to Elimination Chamber, the best of Chamber stuff, the best of Fastlane, the road to WrestleMania. During the road to WrestleMania, we'll have my 10 best pay-per-views I've ever been to and the best matches I've seen live as I've been doing the best of WrestleMania stuff. So make sure you check out that. And I'll also have the best 10 gimmick matches in NXT TakeOver history on the road to NXT TakeOver New Orleans. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.